Hello, and welcome back to Few and Far Between. We are excited to bring you a brand new tale of adventure in the world of Exandria. My name is Ron Murphy, Dungeon Master, and around the virtual table we have.
Hey everybody, this is Bill. I play Orgoth Skullcrusher.
This is Jaiden, and I play Laphus.
Hey everyone, this is Jaime, and you're watching Disney Channel.
And I'm Mira, and I play Voka.
What does that make in the ears? Nobody can actually make the ears. Yeah.
That's right.
Oh,
Well, apparently I found out that they never even told them that they were making Mickey ears.
oh wow. There's kind of
And that's why they kept fucking up, because, yeah.
They're
I'm
just
sure
like, am I just making a magic thing? What am I doing?
Nobody knows how
Yeah.
to work a magic wand. Ugh. I'm back out of Florida and back in my nice, comfy studio with a mic that actually does not sound like crap. So, anyway, anything we need to talk about before we dive right in? Think so.
Let's go!
Let's go. Yeah. If everyone is ready, let's begin today's episode of Few and Far Between, episode 124. Wow. The Marrow Valley Blues. Cue Cowboy Bebop style music. Last time, after talking the Crown's Guard out of arresting Pollux for singing a song that was nominally about Sehanine, Orgoth and Voka prepared for their performance for open stage night at the Twin Maidens. While rehearsing, Voka spotted a spider in the windowsill, and later, while upstairs in your rooms, saw the same spider and chased it out the window, like a phew out the window, to the alleyway below. The spider transformed into the drow mage Brizara. She confronted Voka, backing her into a corner, but Laphus came to the rescue, forcing the drow to flee ethereally under the attack of a disintegration spell. North reconnected with the local underground element and planned a meeting for after dark sometime. North after dark.
That's the title of something I shall not name.
That evening, the competition between the two halves of the tavern began, with Orgoth and Voka's performance starting the festivities off with a rousing bagpipes and juggling performance. Later, a blue dragonborn came into the tavern, asking if anyone had seen a dragon elf. Orgoth, distracting him, bought the brawny man drinks, discovering that he had been sent to retrieve the dragon elf by someone named Akinar, and later told a story about how the son of the mighty dragon who used to rule the valley would return one day to reclaim his territory. Pollux took the stage with a mended lute, shocker, performing a beautiful song with a nat 20 roll about someone who he can't quite get out of his mind. Laphus returned to her rooms, confused and shaken by the dueling events on the stage. Pollux noticed Orgoth's staff and told him that the stars looked familiar to him from his childhood, making the constellations that were unknown to you, but he seemed to recognize them and pointed them out. And he said that he saw them on the ceiling of where he lived as a child. And that his mother's name this is a retcon, because I got it wrong last week, because I didn't have my notes available, was Cassiopeia. Pollux's mom is Cassiopeia. A tear in his eye, he asked you to tell Laphus goodnight for him, and with a sad expression walked out the door. It is still evening. North is currently a dotted outline in the corner. They are gone somewhere. What do you do?
Hey, good job, Voka. We did awesome. I thought you were fantastic, and then even afterwards, taking care of the crowd and stuff.
I mean, I couldn't have done it without my favorite Squeezapus player.
Well, am I the only Squeezapus player that you know?
Yes. Up top.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That makes sense. That makes sense.
He puts his hand up for a high five.
So yeah, I guess I'll let Lapis know that that Pollux says goodbye. He recognized some stuff on my staff, like some special. Oh, here. Oh yeah.
Don't leave a brother hanging.
Sorry, I forgot. I'm not used to that. The tie 5 thing. Sorry. I'll do better next time.
Yeah, you're fine. Your sphere.
Yeah, that it has. He noticed some of the constellations on it that Lapis didn't know. So maybe, if I point them out, then maybe Lapis. Well, she'll know them, but then maybe that'll help. I don't know. Maybe she forgot them. She said that they weren't from this sky, but then he said he saw it from another sky. It's very strange. Pollux is very strange.
As you say
Yeah.
that, a human man, tall, skinny, coming in with a bunch of people, like 3 or 4 people behind him, and he's like, they're all laughing, and like, who is that loser that was out there crying his eyes out? That's so sad. And he goes to the table. They were laughing and making fun of Pollux as they go to a table.
He's a little strange, but that's a little too far, don't you think?
He's just a baby, crying in the middle of Zadash.
Orgoth will walk over to the table to whoever the apparent ringleader is.
Yeah.
The one who's like cracking the wisest.
Yeah.
And he's going to lean in real close to that guy and be like, well, maybe you'd like to cry in front of everybody here, you little punk. And I'm going to intimidate him because
Make
that's
an
not
intimidation
cool.
check. Yeah.
That's not cool.
Nope.
That's my superhero bro. That's a 22.
Okay. He's like, he tries to blow it off as cool to his friends who are kind of like giggling, but he definitely looks like he goes white, and we should just leave it alone. It's let's just have a good time, everybody. Can I buy you a drink?
No, but you can buy a lot of drinks from her, and he'll point over to
Star,
whatever side we're on. To Star. Yeah.
Star is my favorite anyway. That's fine. Star, and she comes over, kind of like gives you kind of an eyebrow wiggle, like thank you, and
all right. Well, I'm gonna go to bed, Voka. I'm tired.
Is it okay to leave him be out there?
I mean, probably he kind of comes and goes as he pleases and shows up when you least expect it.
Oh yes, I'm aware of that. It was part of our business deal.
Oh,
I mean, he wrote my. Yeah, we met before.
Well, I know that you know him, and you said he wrote music for you. I didn't know you had a whole business deal.
I mean, yeah, I paid for the rights, and you know, we met several times, and I did enjoy his company. I didn't know him too well. I didn't really do the whole friends thing before you all showed up.
Yeah, friends is kind of a weird thing with this group. I mean, if you want to be my friend, I want to be your friend because I like being everybody's friends. North and Lapus are kind of more like comrades in arms is the way I like to think of it. Like, you know, I know if a fight breaks out, they're gonna have my back, and they know that I'm their friend. But you know, friendship's a different thing, maybe because of their elderly status.
For me, it's a trust thing. Oh, not really a trust thing, but like, you know, everyone goes away one day, and it really hurts when they do, and so it's hard to trust that again.
Yeah, I mean that happened with Wilvin. I mean, you know, like they all told me, right? I mean, they've all told me since we almost like we first met, like everyone goes away, but they come back. But maybe not always. I'm not sure. I don't know. I can't talk to Wilvin anymore. So, but you know, I guess it's just the way things are.
There are some places that people cannot come back from, and we just have to accept that.
But there's some places where people go because maybe some not nice person took them there, and then other people show up and they get them back. And that's what happens. And that's what we're going to do with your sister. So your sister's not in that place where they can't come back from. We're going to get your sister back.
Thank you. And he stretches and he yawns. Oh, it is rather late, is it not? I had a full day of juggling and jumping out windows.
I played Squeeze the Puss and intimidated a drunk guy. So, but I'm tired anyway. I mean, we had that fight earlier. I'm still a little pooped from that.
Like, you see, that was a full day of doing things, and we deserve rest. I mean, we
Yeah,
fought like an underwater sea god Netherdeep thing. We deserve a few. We deserve a low key day.
I am sure that one is coming. I don't know when, but I bet you there's one on the horizon.
Maybe we'll get a beach episode.
We had a beach episode, but we just never recorded it because we never actually did it. It was during one of those, like, a week has passed in Alcarell. It's a lost episode.
Lost episode.
Lost media.
And Orgoth will go up and go to bed because he's
Okay.
tired.
Okay.
If Laphus is in the common room, he'll
where
tell her
did
that.
Lapis go to bed, or did you go to the common room and stay there?
No, she always goes into her room.
Okay. North, where did you go? Like, what part of town did you go to?
Oh, you know where we go when things are not exactly as they should be.
Mhm.
Which
You
is
know
all
where
the
we
time.
go.
Yes.
We go somewhere that is not exactly what we would call safe for the people. I think it was more down south. if I
down
understand
south,
correctly.
yeah. The buildings are closer together, a little less fancy, and the alleyways are dark and shadowy, and the smells of the city are stronger here. You go to the agreed upon location that you remember from all those years ago, and you find a symbol on the side of one of the alleyways, and it's definitely like an arrow pointing up to like a third floor, and you look up and you see kind of a false wall that has, it's like basically they've painted grass and stuff to make it look like a brick wall up high, and you just kind
Oh,
of slip
oopsie
through
poopsie,
it.
let's
Yeah,
go.
yeah. So you like climb up, get into it. You see a man at the end of the hallway, stands up, holds a short sword out. Welcome. Who are you?
I'm here to meet an associate of mine.
This is an older man. He's like almost 60 years old. Like, basically, he's retired. He's a Walmart greeter of the Thieves Guild.
Would you like a card?
And he stands up and says, he says something in Thieves Cant, which basically is like, say your credentials.
Oh, I will quote my credentials.
And he sits back down. He says, through this door, please. We have a sale on apples and oranges.
Thank you. Welcome to Thieves Mart, Bill. There's no prices on the shelves. Everything you can steal, you can leave with.
5-finger discount.
It is a 5.
Hey.
There are 2 men inside of this room. One.
Oh shit! 2 answered the call.
Yeah. And they're kind of looking at each other, kind of like they don't trust each other. But you know these people from the past. One is a human male in his early 60s. Short salt and pepper hair, short beard, hazel eyes. Slight tan that's kind of faded over a couple of like months. He had like a deep tan and is on a way of fading away. 5'8", medium build, square jaw. Smells like coffee, and he actually has a mug in front of him that you just see like some steam coming out. And
Is there like a little table with a little like coffee machine with like cookies and all that?
Yeah. There's a little coffee bar to the side. There's a little milk frother. Yeah, totally. Yeah.
Oh, yes, excellent.
They hired little like tiny air elementals to froth your milk for you. So, just kidding. The other person is a drow. a little bit older, um, long, straight white hair, brown eyes, smooth black skin, about 5 foot tall, lean build, very attractive, and has a little scar on his lip, missing part of his left ear. And they both kind of stand up at the same time, awkwardly, as you come in.
Well, gentlemen.
Oliver, you called it, the drow says. Surrend. Looks like, and he passes pushes a coin over toward Oliver.
Oh, what did you bet on?
If it was you or not. If you were back in town. It's been a while.
Just for a bit.
So Oliver sits back down, takes a sip of coffee, the steam kind of
It's
coming
Father Oliver now, right?
Father, let's just say that I have churches everywhere.
Of course you do. How's business?
Booming, actually.
Siren?
Siren says, for me, it's interesting what's happening in the city. There's I've been hearing reports of strange people coming and going.
Well, that's where I'm here.
Yeah.
With a bunch of strange people who are coming and going. That's...
So...
New crew, kind of weird, but we deal.
So who's with... Oliver says, who's with your crew?
Well, technically they're not really part of the... I would say the order of professionals I usually work with.
Surin the drow says, oh, so like in Elven, like a cuss word that means tagalongs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, no, they've proven their worth many times, but they don't understand the lingo.
Oliver says, well, it's always good to have somebody to push down in the street when they're trying to run away from something nasty.
I'm pretty sure they're going to push me in my back so I can run faster, but anyways. That's not what we're here for.
So what brings you back?
Well, back. Soren, you have eyes pretty much everywhere.
I do.
Where's Cass?
And Surin passes another coin over to Oliver. Cass has been traveling.
Of course. As have I.
But the last time they were here was about a month ago, and they left word that they were going to be staying in Rexitrum for the next couple of months.
Okay. Excellent.
Were you expecting that?
I mean, yes, probably. If he's talked to my other contact as well. Well, you must both know that they're building a new jail in Rexentrum.
We have heard about this.
Nearly completed. It should be finished in a month.
We were just talking the other day about like who do we want to break out of that prison during that switchover? You know, besides your pop.
Yeah,
of course.
besides my old man.
I
would
mean,
say
we maybe be able to do like a full scale prison break.
everyone would cause pandemonium. It would be great.
You would love that, wouldn't you?
Not even for personal reasons.
Still, Oliver says, still the troublemaker.
Always. But sadly I have some errands to run before, and I might not be there before this all happens. So, would you have some churchgoers who would be ready to do a little let's say religious graffiti, or a bit of interference?
Slowing down. You need some time. Is that what
I
you're
do.
saying? I do have some friends who are worshippers of the Raven Queen, and Many, many, many souls died in that prison.
Yes,
And they
indeed. And
all need to
I'm
be
gonna put
seen.
250 on the table.
Many, many, many souls. And I think that officially we might be able to go through the church in Rexentrum of the Raven Queen and get an official before the old prison is destroyed and transferred.
Yes, of course. They would need, to make sure that the registers are all up to snuff. And I'm gonna look over to Soren. I'm gonna put another 250 on the table.
Yep.
If some materials went missing, it wouldn't be too bad.
Soren looks at that pile of coin, looks at you and says, and takes half of it and says, looks at you again and says, I do have, and he takes the other half, some men who I've helped with get onto the construction crew at the prison.
Excellent. So what kind of delay can you two guarantee me?
Time-wise, the Father Oliver says, I believe that I can at least spend a week or two getting
Excellent.
Doing the ritual, sending all those poor souls off to their just reward.
Of course.
Surin says, I can get at least a week out of them. I've heard that the people in Rexentrum are trying to get this built, trying to get it built quickly. If the right eyes are on it, they might try to replace the stolen materials quickly. So I don't think I can promise more than a week without major damage to existing construction.
If a pipe bursts, it's not anyone's problems, though.
It is true.
It's normal. It happens during construction.
It does happen. Surin looks at you and says, so the friends that you came into town with,
Friends is a big word.
acquaintances, party members,
Associates.
adventuring crew. That's a good phrase. I like that.
I absolutely fucking hate it.
um,
But that's what we've been doing, actually. It's
word.
Honestly, it kind of pays.
Oh, really?
You
Is
do
it
some jobs for like peanuts, but then you hang out with my pockets have been getting a bit empty, and I'm gonna look at the both of us because I just spent 500 gold. But
Surin says,
I hung out with at some point 11K in my pockets.
that you need a pickpocket for your crew. I know you're a good one.
What am
too.
I?
Adequate.
Shut the fuck up.
He says, in any case, I would be watching your back. The little group of people that attacked your adventuring crew had spider tattoos on them. That's what I heard.
Why am I not surprised?
I have heard word that some of my people, but not from the dynasty,
Of course.
are coming into town. And you should be wary. Because if they've brought true worshippers with them, these cultists, something
You're saying that
bad
I
is
should
going
finally
down.
get my hands dirty?
They're not already?
Not to the fullest extent, no.
All I'm saying is watch your back. You were attacked once. I don't know why.
Were we? I wasn't there.
You weren't there? Okay.
No.
But he knows like who your group is, so that
Yeah.
he would know that. Yeah, I'm gonna say that.
I mean, he's got eyes everywhere.
Yeah,
So.
he said, just watch your back, or tell your friends, quote unquote, to watch their back.
Yes, of course. If you if one of your associates in Rex Centrum can pass along a message to a certain someone,
Sura nods.
just the usual. I'll be there soon.
We'll see if we can get a message through.
Actually, get that message through, and I'm gonna give him one of my last pair of sending stones, and I'm gonna slide one of them.
Okay, he takes it.
I'm gonna put another 100 on the table just to make sure.
He takes the
I want
100.
it done.
I'll do it personally.
Thank you. Well, gentlemen.
Coffee for the road? The father says.
Unlike you, I don't like my sweat to smell like stale coffee.
You just got to switch the brands around, different beans. There's so many different kinds you could get.
And of course, you would like to have different beans every once in a while. Anyways. I'm just gonna steal a few cookies of the plate.
Okay, take off. Okay.
Yes.
You take off. When Jaiden, when you picked up that Doritos bag, I thought it was like a pillow.
Okay. I like it. It's Doritos, but from Japan, and so they have a slightly different taste to
them. Lapis.
Yeah.
You are trancing, whatever you want to be doing, reading in your room, and outside the window, not like right outside the window, but at a little bit of a distance, you hear a strum of a lute. Ring. Ping, ping, like a tuning, like somebody's tuning a lute badly, making it worse actually.
He's still awake. I'm gonna guess it's late, like 1 a.m.
Yeah, it's late. It's late. Yeah.
She's gonna poke her head out and just go and like see if it is actually him.
Your room is like in the back end, like the back side of the tavern, on the 4th floor, and there's a yard. Is this in the back? And there's like a large tree, and you see, like, it's a cloudless night, just a light breeze, the wind blowing some of these tall trees, and you look around and you hear another pling pling ping 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 ping, and then a big strum, and you see it coming from the top of one of the trees.
Is he up there?
He is up there. Yeah. He is upside down, and he has his ankle caught between like a branches, like the V in a branch, but he's just kind of like, this is hair kind of like hanging straight down, and you see actually out of his like pocket, you see a little like green gem kind of like fall out of his pocket and fall to the ground, little tiny gem, and then another one. And he grabs it. He's like, oh, sorry. Tries to put it back in and it just falls back out again. And he like looks up at the stars, and you see kind of like a sad look on his face.
And she can't really talk to him from where she is.
Yeah, it's a ways off. Yeah.
Just like hearing him plinking is like hazarding her shake her head, and she's going to misty step down there and walk over to where the fuck he is.
Yeah. He's about
Just
40, like 30, 40 feet up. Yeah, pretty tall tree. You get to the tree, the base of the tree, and there's a little bit of a kind of like a pond back here, with
mhm.
like tables, and like it's part of the tavern. And but underneath the tree where he is, you see a pile of about 6 or 7 or 8 little tiny gems that have fallen and scattered on the grass underneath the tree.
She's going to look down at the pile and look back up at him and just go, "So are you just going to keep playing that, or are you going to let people
What?
sleep?"
I was trying to reach the stars.
You know, you can't reach the stars. They are hundreds and thousands of light years away from this world.
The ones I looked at when I was a kid weren't. I could touch them.
And where are you from exactly? Because it's definitely not here.
I just remember them from when I was a
Feywild,
kid.
Shadow Realm.
I don't know what any of those are. They elven?
No, no, they are not. These are the normal things that everybody knows. We are here in the material plane.
I just had a Madonna song pop into my head.
We are living in a material.
He says, whenever I remember when I don't remember much from when I was a child, and I just remember my mother telling me about the stars, and I asked her about it. I wanted to see them. I wanted to see them so bad, and she said it was too dangerous to go outside, so she painted them on the ceiling for me.
So, okay, so those aren't stars. Those are drawings of stars.
Well, she told me what they were. I think.
Yeah,
You know,
but like,
you helped me learn their real names, right?
yeah, I did, but I'm just saying there's those stars. Like, and she like points up.
Yeah. He
Those are
looks
the
up at them.
actual stars. Okay. And then what your mom did was that she finger painted them on, I don't know, the wall of your home.
He nods.
So you could touch those because they were here, down here, or wherever the fuck you're from.
I remember it
Meanwhile,
being really.
actual stars are all the way up there.
He looks up. That's why I called myself Stargazer. When I saw them for the first time, I wanted to go there. I wanted to see them.
I mean, best thing you can do to really see them is maybe go to the astral plane. But they won't be like the same stars. They're slightly different. But yeah, no. All you can do is just look at them from here. You can't touch them. If you did, you'd be dead.
He kind of frowns at that and looks down at you and says, "How?" He kind of swings, and another couple of gems fall out of his pocket and land on the ground. And he kind of like looks and tries to twist and says, "Do you like looking at the stars? Your magic, like when I was singing and I saw you up there, and I know that you were making the stars appear around me. And
Yeah, I mean it goes with your theme.
but it's your theme too. You like stars too. Do you do you like looking at the stars? What's your favorite star?"
I mean, I used to look at them a lot more often, but not really anymore. I don't really have my telescope or anything of that sort.
What's a telescope?
It's kind of like a very it's a whole thing of like mirrors, glass to see from afar. And
It's an
she's
elven
trying.
invention. He nods. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Why not? Why? You know what? No, it's not an elven invention. It's
Who
not.
who invented
It's
it?
a dwarven invention. Give them some credit.
I met some dwarves today. They were quite loud, but fun. They were fun to be around. I
Well,
didn't
that's
realize
great.
they liked the stars too.
They Not all of them do. A lot of them like to live underground and like do their own thing with metal workings, metal smithing.
And you see his face kind of fall when you mention underground. He's like, "Oh, I hope the ones who like stars live on the on the
Oops.
on the land."
I mean, some have choices, some don't. It's like some people choose to continue the profession of, you know, their whole family deal. Some do their own thing, make their own shops out here. I don't know what I'm telling you all of this. You should find a place to go to bed and let everybody else go to bed.
About that, I can't seem to have fallen and can't move anymore. And he swings and he tries to dislodge himself.
All right. All right. And she's going to like put her hand up, and I'm going to see if there's any sort of way that I can do this without maybe hurting him. I mean, if I hurt him, it's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
But she's going to do like the tiniest bit of lightning bolt to come out of her fingertips,
Mm-hmm.
so it can just like snap the
Yeah, your aim.
branch.
I'm gonna have you make a ranged spell attack.
Okay. It's my. All right, it should be fine. I get a +10 to this.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 28.
Oh, nice. Okay. I have to roll for Pollux though because he's gonna have to make an acrobatics roll. The lightning kind of like, and it makes a little tiny thunderclap. It was you kind of controlled it, and like, and so it makes a boom, and suddenly the branch is cut in half, and he starts to fall, and he tumbles, and he's like and he's like starting to fumble with the loot, and he like throws it ahead of him and throws it toward you, Lapis. Catch it.
Oh shit.
Make a dexterity check for me. Sleight of hand if you need to, if you have any on that. So
They're both shit, so.
okay.
That's a 16.
16. That's easy. It's easy enough. It's a big enough thing. You just kind of like catch it, kind of bobble it, and you're fine. He rolled a natural 1 on that, and just immediately like, have you seen that Daffy Duck cartoon where he's Robin Hood and he just hits the trees on the way down? He's like, yoinks and away, and boom, yoinks and away. So Pollux hits
see, he basically hits every single branch on the way
on the
down.
way down, and he like lands on his back, rolls over. You just see bruises and little
I
tiny
would like
cuts.
to think that he lands on his back on top of the gem pile.
Yeah. He's like,
While he's like on the floor, she kind of like steps above him and just goes, "Hey,
thank
you
you.
all right?"
I'm okay. And he sits up, and you see him kind of absentmindedly take one of the gems, kind of toss it in his mouth, and start to crunch it, and eats it, and swallows, and it's like, tasty.
She picks up like immediately picks up one of the gems and like
It's a little tiny, like citrine, kind of like cheap gem, maybe worth a gold piece. And
did you just eat one of these?
Did I?
She
I mean,
tosses it over at his face to see if he catches it.
He does not. No, with a 5, no, he does not. He just hits him like.
Are these real?
They're real. Yeah.
She picks up another one
Okay.
and like slowly puts it against her mouth and like does like the slow bite to see if it's actually real.
It's a crystal. Yeah.
How the how did
I've always been
How
able to do
did you-
that. I don't know. It's just they're yummy to me. I like the taste.
What?
It's a very elven thing to do, right?
No. She's probably gonna do something really weird, and she's gonna go over to him, put her hands on his face, and kind of like open up his mouth to see if any of his teeth are shattered.
No, they're not at all. No.
What? What? What?
Uh,
That's not normal.
I don't want to be normal. Do you want
I
to be
mean,
normal?
nobody really does, but I meant like
Mission accomplished, Pollux.
I I I okay, so you just eat gems
It's what my mom fed me. Yeah.
while you were how old?
This was a long time ago. I was pretty young, like maybe like um 7 or 8, I don't know. So I think I was 9. 9. 9 is a good number.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, sure. Okay. 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 Yeah. Yeah. Mhm. I'm sure. You want to pick up your snacks?
He
Put them
does.
back in your
He
pocket?
does actually. He actually sits down on the grass. Actually, like, he's still sitting. He's like, um, so those stars that are on Orgoth's staff, they're not in the sky. Isn't that right? Weird.
I mean, they could be stars from a different plane of existence.
Maybe. Well, is it an elf? If it's an elfin plane, maybe, but it's like it really messes up all the constellations, and like everything seems a little bit out of whack, anyways. So
I get, yeah. I suppose it's just weird that they're there at all. Um, okay, this is a little bit too much for me right now.
um,
And which is weird because normally things aren't too much for me because I can't feel anything. But this is a little bit too weird for me.
he looks at you. It's like, really? Am I too weird for you?
No,
He
I don't
smiles.
think so.
He makes a big smile.
You're the only person that I know that really does these things. I mean, everybody's kind of weird. Like North has like a lot of people that they talk to and they know so much like undercity stuff. Orgoth is weird in that I don't know, has a spider legion. I don't know anybody else who really has a spider legion, if he even has one at all. Voka's Voka, and I don't know if you know Voka, but you know.
I do know Voka. We had he gave me a contract to write songs for him, but I just kind of threw it up, and everything all the stuff that he gave me for it, like I just kind of like gave it away because I didn't need it. Um,
And what did they give you exactly?
like the coins, little gold coins. It's
Wait, so he gave you gold, the thing that you had owed me prior.
oh, I forgot about that. Um,
It's all right. She's just gonna sit down.
well, you had me doing so many jobs that I was just asking anybody for a job, and I didn't understand like the what elven currency was.
It's just normal currency. There's no elven in it. They
But I would go places and just ask them, and they would give me things. I never needed money before.
all right.
And sometimes I would sing for them, like this, and he starts singing a song, strumming the lute softly.
Oh, I guess yeah. I would have given him back his loot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh.
And it's actually a slow reprise of the song he sang for you just a few hours ago.
All right. Okay. All right. You can stop playing. Again, people are trying to sleep. It's late.
I don't think they can hear us from all the way out here.
I heard you strumming, and she points over to all the way back over there. It's like I could hear
Can
you.
you
From over
guys
there.
please shut the fuck up?
Oh, maybe it was just that my song was meant for you.
But I. Look, Pollux,
Yes, Lapis.
you're a good kid. I'm only assuming you're a child because you know nothing of this place. You don't really.
I've only really been out in the world for maybe a year or two. So that makes me a kid, I guess I am. So
I. All right. So there's a lot of things you need to know about this world, and one of them is the way you phrase things. It sounds like a little bit of like a flirtation that people can take the wrong way. I'm sorry. Granite.
um, Pollux says, you just, it's like I said in the song. It's hard to get your face out of my mind sometimes. Like I meet so many people, but sometimes when I'm not thinking, I just think about you.
It sounds like you have possibly a passing feeling for me. Give it like a couple of weeks. It'll go away. I have a lot on my plate. I can't be thinking of these sorts of things.
Well, when you don't have a lot on your plate, I mean, I'm sure it's an elven plate because it must be really big. It's got to hold all the problems you have. You know, do you just want to look at the
Yeah,
stars with me?
all right. All right. If as long as you don't play your little strummy games, I will stay here with you. Watch the stars. Hopefully you pass out and I can just leave you here. Um but like can it will it be all right if we just stay in silence? Sit in silence.
I'll be able to hear the stars better, I think.
You can't really hear stars. Like I said, they're light years away from us. Technically, things do make noise out in space, but like, we're not going to get into that because there's the whole thing.
Well, maybe if you listen really hard, you'll hear what I hear. And he kind of gives you the loot, leans back against the tree, and closes his eyes and puts his hands up to his ears.
She is holding on to the loot. Like, what the fuck am I supposed to do with this? And she just puts it on her lap and just grabs a string and strums it once.
Mm-hmm.
And she just picks at it for the rest of the night because she doesn't play.
Yeah. As long as you're not doing this plucking at it, just make some notes. And eventually, Pollux does fall asleep.
She gets up.
You see him kind of as he was falling asleep, kind of leaning toward you.
She fixes him up, puts the loot in his hand, debates on whether or not putting his hand in his pants. But she just kind of she thinks it over, shakes her head. She just puts the loot gently on his lap and pats his head. And as she's she turns around to walk back to the inn, she kind of just she kind of stops and just she sits right back down next to him. And she's just gonna stay there until he wakes up, or at least until morning comes.
And morning does arrive. I'm trying to think. The party inside the tavern went on for quite a long time, so eventually, you just hear grumbling. All of you hear grumbling coming from downstairs as people wake up from being passed out on the floor. And apparently, Star, with help of your performances, did win the competition, giving her bragging rights for the next half of 6 months. So, kind of Pollux wakes up. He's like, "Oh, Lapis, oh, you're still here."
I'm sure if I would have left you, you're gonna get mugged and your loot would probably end up gone. And knowing you'd probably go to house and ask for your loot or something, and that's just gonna get you in trouble, which gets me in trouble, and I don't want that.
I've done that before. I mean, my loot has definitely been stolen before, and I would just go around and ask it until I found it. Usually it was in something called a pawn shop, and I would just ask really nicely and they'd give it back to me. So
okay, let's not have that happen.
Okay.
Just, it's daytime now. I'm gonna go back to my room. You're awake. Go do whatever Polluxes do during the day.
Okay. And he gets up and he reaches out a hand to help you up.
She takes it and pulls herself up, and
he's surprisingly strong, so lifts you up easily.
Everybody's stronger than her. She just figures she's very weak. And she's gonna walk back to the inn before more and more people start waking up.
Okay.
And knowing Orgoth, he's probably awake by now.
Yeah.
Probably heading to get food, so he would see her walk in through the front door.
Yeah, you hear totally sizzling going on of food being cooked, sausages, and strong smell of breakfast going on, Orgoth. The day is yours. What would you like to do?
Well, at some point, Orgoth has to go back and get the amulets.
Yep.
Whenever those are done.
Those will be done today, I believe, right?
Redistributed to everyone.
Yes.
and I don't know, and my faster halfling thing that we don't have to do at all, but
yeah.
that just has to happen today.
Yeah, it is happening today.
Gotta
North.
send money to mama.
North, what are you?
I guess I'm heading back to the inn after spending a night. Not at the inn. I'm not sleeping either. Well, barely.
Audacity walks you downstairs and gives you a
like an old man.
Yeah, walks you downstairs, kind of holds your hand. So,
hey.
will I see you later today? I don't want you disappearing on me, because sometimes you do that.
If I have... you said do.
She just kind of gives you a playful slap.
If anything happens, I'll let you know.
I have to go to work. I'll be at the guild.
I'll be at whatever these fuckos are doing today.
Voka, what are you doing?
He is sitting. I mean, he's waiting for Orgoth to get back or like just everyone to get back because he is looking at this like baggie. Like he has like the package out again, and he's like tried to like retie the knot.
Right.
Of like the frog package.
You never were
and
able
he
to
just
get
has his hands like very politely folded.
You know, Orgoth probably went.
No, I was never able to like really get it.
Yeah, Orgoth went downstairs. Laphus comes in, sees Orgoth downstairs eating breakfast. I'm sure. Voka knows that Orgoth is downstairs. Laphus, you see Orgoth.
She just goes and sits next to him.
Oh, hey, Lapus. I'd offer you something off of my meat tower, but I know that you don't really do that, so...
You know, like those onion ring towers, which is like a stacked onion ring.
Yeah, 100%, right? But
like,
it's meat. It's like meat. Sausage links and yeah,
bacon,
it's like a little log cabin made of sausage links that go up into a tower.
Yep.
It's sausage links, bacon, ham, like breakfast ham.
Yep.
Voka like has the package under one arm. He like walks behind Orgoth and grabs a piece of ham, spins it in the air, and catches it with his mouth.
Nice.
That's really good, huh? Like if you put it between these like pancakes, you can make like a breakfast sandwich. It's really good. I think it's a pancake and puts like ham and then bacon and sausage and bacon and ham and then another pancake.
You could drizzle a little bit of. If you drizzle a little bit of maple syrup on there.
Oh, that'd be really good.
North
so
walking
get some maple syrup and
I fucking wonder how you guys are even regular, because I don't see you eating fiber. What's going on?
Do any of us look regular?
Like, these are whole grain pancakes. It's fine. There's a lot of fiber in them.
Sure.
We do have a stack.
A little backed up.
Star says we do have a stack for the kitties with all this like whipped milk and sugar and chocolate and everything.
No,
that instead.
Eggs and maybe yogurt and toast. Yeah. No meats. Fruit.
We have
these. You need a breakfast fish.
Breakfast fish. What is a breakfast fish?
Just
fruit,
coffee. Lots of coffee.
And you get Star brings out a big thing like coffee for everybody. 4 cups. Anything else I can get you?
I serve 2 cups and then I keep the big thing in my lap.
Okay. More coffee then. Voka, you hear the package kind of like shake for a second. Ribbit.
No, you cannot have any coffee. He takes a sip. This stuff is weak.
Do you need help like tying this back up?
Yeah, I did a bow tie knot. I just think he's eager to do his job. I dare say I could not recreate the knot I undid even if I tried.
I mean, I saw it. I could give it a try.
Mate, I'm not gonna stop you from trying. And he hands over the box.
May I try?
Make a sleight of hand check.
Sleight of hand. Let me open my character sheet. I should have done that.
Can
What?
can Orgoth help by putting a greasy finger like
Like
on the
drip.
knot of where it is, like to hold down?
Um,
Like when somebody ties a bow.
When you
How
do-
about you help by removing it?
when you do that,
Oh,
when you do
okay.
that, the grease hits it, and you just see it kind of hit a little like dissipate, just right a half inch above it, like magically repelled the grease.
So I am not helped.
No.
Or is it the grease that is not helping?
Well, he could hold it. That he can help by holding the knots.
Okay,
and
just
stuff,
like when I
but
tell him, like,
the
hold
grease
this.
won't help. But
Okay.
there's something magical about this string.
I'm gonna try anyways.
Yeah.
That's a 13, which brings it to a 28.
Nice. Okay. You get it tied. I'd like you to make a separate Arcana check to get it tied the way you remember seeing it.
Okay. That's a 13.
Okay. You get it pretty close to the way that you think it was. You've got all the ropes and everything, all like the crossing over here, under, like the tail goes under and up and through and everything, but it's not exactly. And like this, it's almost like, sometimes you retie something and the knot is like bigger. It's not like it was compact before.
Well, there's this. At least it looks a little more solid. So like it might like it's gonna hold better maybe.
I feel like whoever that package belongs to will know that it's been tampered with.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, I'm sure.
I mean, it smells like bacon grease now.
Whatever keeps the kissing frog inside is good with me.
Rabbit.
Shut the fuck up.
You're lucky I
It wasn't making noise before. They're going to question that. If you give that to whoever it is you need to give it to, will they even do anything for you considering that you tampered with it?
I mean, we don't know that they won't. Maybe they'll commend our curiosity.
As a reminder.
Or maybe they just won't pay us.
As a reminder, the person that you're delivering it to was named Estrella, and she was a witch that lived on the island.
Yes.
Yeah. Not all witches are evil. I feel like that's a negative connotation.
I didn't say a connotation. I'm just saying that this is their job description. So
Yeah.
Usually
Yeah, so-
witches are hags a lot of the time, but we shall see.
But
And if
again,
we're
it's also the question of mail fraud.
Yeah.
Also, it's just like it's not your business what's in there, even if it goes like Hawuga in there.
should have gone faster halflings next time.
Yeah, what the little guy said.
Then you see like him go, a faster halfling guy in like a little brown uniform, go up to the
To
bar
Star.
and to Star and pick up some packages and walk out.
Well, you gotta understand, it was a little funny.
It's a little funny and yeah, it's a little
Not to
funny and
me.
it's a little funny until you realize I'm in trouble because
We'll let you go in the house of the witch, quote unquote, by yourself.
Okay. I need not anyone's judgment. I kissed the frog and I did not like it.
Not even the taste of his cherry
songs today.
chapstick.
I don't think so, but I feel like that would be a good. I feel like someone should write that down and give it to Pollux.
Oh, I don't think we should give anything to Pollux.
Not even a little froggo kiss.
Especially not even a little froggo kiss.
No, maybe we should undo this knot and give him a little.
On a nat 20, Pollux shows up. Okay. 16. Okay.
Okay, sweet.
So close.
The day is yours. What would you like to do?
So yeah,
So-
what's on the program?
So we should deliver this thing over to the witch then. I'm pretty sure if we keep it out longer, I don't know, the frog will maybe spoil considering it's a magic frog.
Maybe it's just like stuck in its own shit in the box now because it's been there for a bit. The box is
Well,
not very big.
Can I like check the string
Make an Arcana
real
check.
quick?
Yeah.
Let's see, that was.
Did you see it before? Did you see the package before? Were you there for that entire frog
I
kissing?
saw not the frog kissing because I left the moment Voka decided to unstring it.
So you saw it before it was unstrung. Okay, got it. Okay.
And with my it ends up being a 28.
Yeah, 28. Yeah, the knot was making some sort of sigil, binding sigil, which was kind of a protection, kind of like, oh god, what is it called, like suspended animation, kind of like halting of life.
Oh, okay. So I don't know if you guys can see this, but the sigils within the string, they're supposed to be making like actual magic within the box and actually stopping the frog from living.
Okay, so hold on. If we redo it, if you guide my hand, could we redo that? Do you know how to do that?
I can attempt to. I can
we
attempt
could
to help
always
you
just
out.
we could always just feed him like little pets.
Do you know what a magical frog eats?
Ribbit.
Presumably, what a regular frog eats. He is just a frog with.
Presumably.
Okay, what's with the judgment? Okay, I understand I messed up, but he is just a frog with a magical spell on him. Not everything has to be a puzzle.
Is it actually a frog with a magical spell? Do you know this, or are you just assuming?
No, I know for a fact. I was 10 years younger for like 5 seconds.
But that could be the actual frog made of magic rather than it being a normal frog with magical
I'm
properties.
sure he just eats regular food. Now, are you going to redo the sigil or not?
Can I check to see if it's actually a magical frog or not?
You have to
Like, have I heard of anything like this
Okay,
before?
make a history check, but if you're not, well, use your proficiency. If you're proficient in Arcana, which you are, roll history with a proficiency bonus.
Okay, because I am proficient in it.
Okay. I'll just make the DC lower.
I just realized that this whole time I've had my normal arcana checks with advantage, and I've never done that before.
Oh my god, that's
Damn.
even more
What?
dangerous.
That's a 21.
Okay. I mean, there are fairy tales about prince, the whole standard, frogs getting a kiss and turning back into a princess. There's also you have heard stories about animals being bound to magical spells like used to deliver, like somebody casting a poison spell on a frog, or like an animal, like a small dog, and the dog goes and bites someone and delivers the spell to, yeah, using
Like magical rabies.
Yeah, magical rabies. Yeah, using it as the instrument of delivery of the spell.
Okay. So from here, I 100%. Am I like 99% sure, or am I 100% sure that this is a frog that was given magic?
You are, just from knowing that, you think that this was a, yeah, you definitely think it is a frog that was given magic. Sometimes magic might affect the frog, like changing it from a normal frog to one that has more intelligence, or like is granted temporary intelligence, like an awakened animal.
Knowing that, do I know that if the spell or whatever this magic had would wane after the use?
You did not see the kissing go off, right? Correct?
No.
Okay.
All I know apparently is that Voka literally just said that they turned 10 years younger.
Got it.
After kissing the frog.
Sometimes the effect is a one-time use, and sometimes it is a like over time. Like there's like you have a week to or 2 weeks to do this, especially if things are being delivered like this, so you don't know like a time frame. But
Would I be able to know if I saw the frog?
yes, you think?
Can you and I'm really
Yeah,
curious. Can you undo it?
That's my. This, at least ask or say please.
It's
I mean,
my
you
knot.
It's her knot. It's their knot, and you didn't. I'm pretty sure you didn't ask or say please to Pumat's soul or
Yes,
the
I
witch.
did. You weren't
to,
there.
to open it. I was there.
I don't understand why you're so mean to me.
I mean to anybody who makes weird judgments on what they do with their life.
Yep.
Open the box, look at the frog, and then we should probably leave at haste to deliver it.
Cut to Pollux walking down the street, like thinking about the things that Lapis said to him last night. So,
Look, I saw somebody eating a gem. It's gonna be weird for me today.
What?
Yeah, no, I don't want to talk about it right now. It was
Okay.
very late night.
Like eating a gem, like for reals, eating a gem.
Yeah. It was some
It might just
citrine.
come out just like a bit shittier, but it might not dissolve. If you digest a jam like halfway through, is it like it got tumbled?
I don't know.
Does it come out like sea glass?
It's a citrine. I was told that when you're on a sailing ship, you're supposed to eat citrine so you don't get scurvy.
Citrus.
That's citrus.
Oh, never mind.
That was in unison.
North, you've got the string loosened, and the frog jumps out because you're like laughing, like looking away, so you're distracted. This frog jumps out and is onto the floor.
I'm gonna grab
Motherfucker!
it. I'm gonna grab it.
Okay, make it a 2-hit check, dexterity.
A 2-hit check?
Yeah, like a 2-hit roll. Sorry.
Oh. And you said dexterity check?
Yeah, like a dexterity check. Just add that. Roll the dexterity check. It's be the same as a 2-hit roll.
Okay. That's a 12.
12. It's easy. Like,
All right.
you didn't
right.
bobble it, so yeah, you got it. Yeah.
Right,
Ribbit.
Hold gently like hamburger.
Ribbit.
Yeah, I'm holding gently like hamburger. Just enough pressure.
Right, his neck bubbles like.
Yes, I know. Now hold on a second while I look at you. And she's going to like turn him around to see like what kind of spell it was. And if yeah, I'm not shaking him. I'm not shaking the baby. Don't shake the baby.
Don't shake the baby.
It's like you're sexing a cat. Like, see.
I'm just like swirling him around basically to
It's
see
like a magic 8-ball.
Yeah. I'm going to see if what kind of spell it was, and if it was one that was like it takes some time to rebuild, or if it was a one and done.
Make an Arcana check.
Oh wait, I forgot.
I'd ask you to make an animal handling, but you always ace those, so I'm not going to. So.
Wow, this is like the first. Okay, so my first roll was a nat 1.
Okay.
But thankfully, I do. This is why I found out. I just found out that I have. So that is a 19.
19. Okay. This is a you detect remnants of transmutation magic, mixed remnants, and life magic, and it is fading away.
Okay.
You think that also the magic that is remaining is there. It's not as potent, but it is tied to the life of the frog.
Well, this frog is dying.
Ribbit?
She's gonna look over at Voka and just goes, "Yeah, that's whatever that was whatever magic this frog had. It was one and done, and it's kind of fading now. And it's the magic is tied to this frog's life, basically.
You think it's it's gonna take time.
It's faint. It's faint.
Yeah, it's gonna take time for him to actually fade away. You think with that, what did you roll? Like 29? It was a big roll, right? It was, what was the roll?
Oh, for this Arcana? No, it was me. It was a 19.
19. Okay. You think it's like longer than 24 hours, possibly up to 72.
Okay, yeah.
So we'd have to leave now if we want to make it our way to Truss and Wall, because it's still a distance.
I mean, if it's around 3 days, a little less than that.
Oh yeah, we don't have the time for that.
That, and the magic is already fading. So if we give it to the witch, well,
Ribbit.
Especially if this was like a custom made frog.
Wait, hand him back to me real quick.
Can you bring it back to Pumat for a return? Say it didn't work.
We could try, but you can't just hand it to me real quick.
Give frog back.
Give me 1 second.
Ribbit looks, the frog looks directly into your eyes.
I'm gonna roll divine intervention real quick. Give me a second.
Hell yeah! Let's go!
I'm gonna rub these dice together. I'm gonna rub. I got some dice from the turkey. I'm gonna rub them. I'm gonna roll them on my iPad.
But yeah, the frog had 2 types of magic kind of imbued with it.
14 or lower. 14 or lower.
Damn it. 91.
I think we're far from that.
Yeah, I would like for you to make your plea to
The Wild Mother.
Yeah. I should have had you make it before the roll is what I should have done.
Oh yeah.
In fact, I'll let you re-roll. I'll let you re-roll, make your plea first. And then you can roll. Okay.
He's gonna hold the frog like hamburger, and he's gonna close his eyes.
Like hamburger?
Like hamburger.
You never heard of that before?
Hold gently like hamburger.
Yeah.
Yes.
Gently,
Got it. Yes.
Gently
Okay,
like hamburger. And he's gonna close his eyes and he's gonna whisper, "Mother, so I may have messed up. But it's fine. We can fix this together. Just re-imbue the frog with its magics, or at least make it so it doesn't die, because if this thing dies in my care, I would feel at least a little bad." Something religious chant. I actually never went to cleric school. Okay. I'm gonna rub these together.
Okay. Drum roll.
Aaron, I'm sending you the OG item.
Two.
Okay. Okay, this is what happens. The frog begins to glow. And the frog looks up at you and says, in common, nobody else could hear this. It's like, you did not know what was going to happen?
He shakes his head.
You almost killed me?
He nods his head.
It's a good thing. You have nice friends. So, Wild Mother. And you see a golden kind of glow trickle down like stars on top of the frog. And then the frog, like, I hope that you enjoyed that gift. But... And then it stops moving. Kind of like its tongue comes out. The glow is gone. It looks up at you. Ribbit.
And you're alive, truly.
Ribbit.
The frog was speaking to me.
Wow, you should really stop kissing frogs. It makes you weird in the head, man.
I'm pretty sure the frog spoke to me when you made me a frog, because I remembered like kiss bird, kiss man, or whatever it was. It's kind of gone now, but I'm pretty sure that I believe you. That was a talking frog.
I think we should be fine for the way home, or not home, to
Should
the
we
island.
should we try to remake the knot, or?
It would be best if you did, otherwise the spell can go off again.
It's
Okay.
only if someone meets his lips, but
Ribbit.
he's gonna look over the frog.
Ribbit. Lapis,
I
make
mean,
an Arcana check.
Okay.
Yeah.
And where's my page? I know where it
Ribbit.
is.
Because the string was there to.
Sees a fly go by. Eats the fly.
19.
There is no magic in this frog. It is a normal frog.
Well, it gave it
So-
life. It slapped the string
So-
of magic.
I saved the frog's-
You saved the frog's life, which is what the wild
That's
mother would have
true.
wanted.
And now you
So-
can't use your divine intervention for 7 days.
Yeah. So the frog's life is indeed saved, but we do have one problem.
Is it the magic?
The magic is indeed gone, and we are left with a regular frog, so fly should do.
Ribbit.
But I feel like that is not our biggest problem here.
Voka, also, you know, if you put it back in the box, there was no holes in that box.
North is dying, laughing on the floor.
So, and Lapis looks over at Voka. So back to square one, right?
Do you think Pumat Soul has an extra magical frog?
It probably will take a while for them to re-magic the frog, and it might cost money, but it looks. She like looks over at like Orgoth and then Voka and then North. And I'm pretty sure we're not lacking money.
I'm getting a bit poor, let's be real.
But
mean-
if the frog is re-magicked and they kiss him again, he's gonna die.
Well, don't kiss it!
Well, but then if he kisses the witch, he'll meet the same fate.
And
Yeah.
that's what she bought him for.
But look at it.
Now you have to
He
explain
holds
that
up
to
the
Pumat,
frog.
though.
The frog is
Because
like,
Yeah.
that wasn't that like your ticket to go to the Feywild, maybe?
Well, yes. But look at
Yeah.
him.
Yeah, it's a frog.
whoa.
Ashes is a fox.
You know there were
Coda
frog
is a
legs on the
bear.
menu yesterday, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's fine, but they were already dead.
Yeah, and this one's just gonna be dead again. And
I-
you'll have a lovely snack.
He like clutches the frog closer to his chest. What is it with you and things I get attached to? You said the same thing about Thing.
I mean, Thing is already like just an arm.
Well, yes, but you didn't like Thing when you met him either. Look, I'll go to
I
Pumat
mean-
Soul and I'll ask him about the magic frog, but like,
I mean, Thing also was a part of like a bunch of other hands that wanted to,
Things.
yeah, a bunch of other things that wanted you to stay in the waters forever with it. So,
well, Thing is his own hand now. He's done
Well-
some self-reflecting.
well, I know that now. That's why I'm not judging Thing now.
You would never judge a Thing.
I would.
Not that Thing.
Orgoth, as this is going down, you see some people come in, and it looks like they're like dressed for work. They're dressed like kind of high fantasy business attire, and they're talking. You see them talking. It's like, that was so strange. You saw that, right? Yeah, back in the Pinta Market. There was that old elderly drow woman. She just passed out. Really? Is she okay? It's like, I don't know. There was such a crowd. I couldn't see people pass in front of her. I don't know. There was some people running toward her, but I don't know. It was very strange. And they go to a table and sit down.
Oh, okay. So, I have to go back to the shop. Does anybody want to go to the shop? What are we?
I mean,
Where are we going next?
We
have
do
to go
need
back
these
to that
amulets,
island?
right? We do need our
need
stuff.
Yeah, you have
these.
to get everybody's amulets again. Yeah.
And Voka needs to ask about Frog again, unless they really don't want this frog to die, which if nature takes its course will die eventually anyway.
Yeah, isn't Wild Mother kind of a double-sided thing anyway? Because like death is part of life and nature anyways.
I mean,
Yeah,
yes,
very true.
everything. He pauses. Everything dies. Yes, everything dies, but the frog's not dead, and maybe he can get a different frog, and I can keep this one because I'm attached to it now.
Because you kissed a frog.
No, because I used my divine intervention on him. I called down the will of God to save this frog. What do you expect of me?
Ribbit.
Well, he looks very thankful.
Mm-hmm.
Are you thankful?
His tongue comes out and hits your hand. And sticks.
I like that he actually. I imagine that he like looked down. His eyes is like his like tongue reaches up and sticks on his eyeball.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Ah! My point still stands. I will ask Fumaso, but I will take care of this. I am a responsible boy.
Are you though?
Yes.
I highly doubt that, considering you opened the box that they wanted you to deliver.
Says the boy who committed mail fraud. Yes.
Yes.
I'm the like you would never commit fraud.
Not mail fraud.
Not mail fraud with a frog in the middle of an inn. I would not kiss my mail fraud.
So I did it sloppily.
That was sloppy make out for real.
Okay, no, I didn't mean it like that.
Voka did a sloppy toppy with the frog?
I'm going to pull my soul
Anyway.
right now and no one can stop me. I am
So-
walking the other way.
So y'all are going back to Pumat Souls.
Yes.
To get to the Pumat Souls, you have to go through the Pentamarket.
The Ron is just herding cats.
Well, let's go this way now.
So we need to roll 20 today? you said?
Yeah. As you are going into the Pentamarket, it's quite crowded. Lots of people. It's the middle of the morning, kind of late. You see some people on the far side, and they're like standing around somebody. And I'm gonna take you to a map real quick. So let me get you there first. And then I'm going to boo. And then I'm gonna go to the.
I just want to see that. I see chat and there's a heinous combination of icons right now in there.
Oh
There's
my
a heinous
God.
combination of emojis.
No. Oh my God. Okay. And you're in like this kind of the town square, the Pentamarket, where different streets going different directions, and it's all like business oriented. And on the right side of this building, you see like several people around. And like help her. You hear that voice coming out.
What fucking help her? You're all around her. Like, what the fuck? Someone do something.
But there's too
her
many
up.
people in the way. What do you do?
Orgoth's gonna go over there because somebody
Okay.
needs help.
Okay.
Lapis is actually, because she doesn't want to get around this crowd, she's gonna actually misty step up onto the roof.
Okay. Nice.
Which one?
Which one?
Probably up here.
Okay.
And Earth is gonna take a cue on that and just go beep on this one.
Okay.
Voka's just gonna kind of like keep a little bit of distance behind him, but he's gonna like curiously try to peek over her shoulder.
Okay. Give me 2 seconds. Could you RP amongst yourselves while I set up something real quick?
I mean, look at that. It's just a bunch of like, why do people crowd around someone and say, "Oh, you should help her," but why doesn't anyone do something? That's absolutely fucking stupid.
They always say, like, they always act as though they can't do anything when really, especially if it's a single person, just pick them up, take them to a clinic of some sort.
Just to the Jaiden first. Give them a little like water, or like if they need CPR, give them CPR. You know, like it's
Yeah.
not. You just do it like the. You know, I think like you can follow a few songs to do that, like Another One Bites the Crust or anything like that.
Yeah.
I'm missing one. Okay. My God.
Delayed laughs.
Okay. Okay. Now I need to do. Give me a second.
I wonder if it's the old drow lady. I heard some business guys talking about an old drow lady that fell down. That was like 10 minutes ago. She must have really fallen.
Yeah. And
Help!
Hard.
I can't get
give
up.
me a second.
Do you think
Far down.
do you think she has life alert?
It needs to be legally distinct, so it's alive.
Okay.
Does anyone check the pulse?
Okay. So
Alive
this is what happens.
Does she have a will?
As you get over there, Orgoth, suddenly the illusion kind of like shimmers, and you see these two figures coming around the corner at you. They are drow. They are wearing this black clothing with a white cowl and pauldrons, and they have this executioner style hood with their ears sticking out of the fabric. They have hand axes, but around their waists are skulls, like severed heads hanging from their waists, and they seem to be coming like out of the shadows, and you just see like a mist of shadows, like they misty stepped there. And from the buildings around you, you see drow warriors coming out, holding short swords and hand crossbows, and they say, "Last chance, give us the armor. Brizora commands it."
Whomst?
Roll
Oh,
initiative.
That's
Who?
probably the lady. That's probably the lady I ran into in the alleyway.
Who?
I got a nat 20 for a
Nice.
24
Awesome.
initiative.
24 Orgoth.
I got a natural 19 for 26.
Okay.
I got a 6 plus 2 is 8.
8.
I got a 6.
A 6. Okay.
I got a rock.
I got a rock. North,
Yeah.
your turn first. You can see where you are. Let me ping it. There's one right there who came out of that building, and there is another past the two executioners.
Oh, okay. There's another one.
Up
right
here.
over there.
Yeah, you can see up there. Lapis can see these two as well. Lapis, because you're on that kind of, I think North can see this as well. It's crowded, but you see like somebody's to the west. But yeah, you can't. That's all you see. You see those three and the two executioners.
And are people starting to like scatter?
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's panic. It's panic right now. Like people are like going to the ground, getting to the sides, getting off the streets.
Do I for just shits and giggles, do I see like a bell or something? Like, you know, like when people like call guards or something?
There is one on there's one in the bell tower that Lapis is at. Yeah. What do you do?
Okay.
You do not see Lapis. You do not see Brizara.
Okay.
Well, I figure the guards are gonna get here at some point anyways. Because of the commotion.
Mm-hmm.
So why not take a little head start? I'm going to use my face step to go back down, but right here.
Got it.
He has to make a... Hold on. Oh, he doesn't even have a saving throw for that. Okay, so equal to proficiency bonus. My proficiency bonus is 5, so he takes 5 fire damage. Boom.
Immediately, got it. Okay.
Immediately.
Okay.
So that was my bonus action.
Got it. Okay.
And then I'm gonna whip out the Rapier of Repose.
They're all wearing like cloaks over their heads, like to kind of get this, keep the sun off of their skin and stuff. So, go ahead, North.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna take my rapier and try to, just for shits and giggles, instead of like going for a big like, I want to aim towards the head.
Okay.
So if I can just like smack him like around the temple or something, but I want to get that hood off at the same time.
Okay.
So
Oh no. Nope. Okay.
That's natural 2 for 13.
That misses. These warriors appear to be wearing studded leather and they have shields. And they seem to be lithe and dexterous. Anything
just
else?
like me, hi.
Yeah, exactly. North, what do you, anything else?
That's all I got.
Okay, Orgoth, your turn.
Is the one that North attacked the one that was talking?
No, the one, it was the, you see the one to the north of you? It was
Yeah.
the male, there's a male and a female of these
So
executioners.
that one.
Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I think I'm close enough. Yeah. So Orgoth pulls out the spear of Elixion,
Yes.
holds it in front of him. The pattern of constellations shimmer and kind of spread across him as I cast Shield of Faith.
Okay.
When comes up, then he just points at the drow that was talking to him.
Got it.
And he says, "You'll have to take this armor. You'll have to take this armor off my cold, dead body." And he says, and then in Undercommon, in Drow, he says, "Karlik Seek," and casts Command. So he needs to make a level 16 wisdom, 16 DC wisdom save.
Okay, wisdom. What was the command?
The command, that's Drow for kneel. So he will drop prone. He'll go grovel.
Got it. Okay.
So on his turn, he would,
natural
he
20.
would go prone.
He had +0 and he natural 20'd.
All right. Well, he had no. So he successfully. Hang on 1 second.
Yeah.
Hang on 1 second.
Anything else? Any other effect?
There might be a thing, but I gotta. I don't do it that often. Concerning Chrissy. So he succeeded on a saving throw. So when he seems like he's shaking it off, Orgoth kind of like straightens his back, right? And then says, and again repeats, "Har ik seek," and then Alvasun, which is kneel, and then kind of like by the silver light, like. Ooh. And so I'll cast silvery barbs.
Nice. Okay.
In doing that, because he succeeded his
fucking hate silvery barbs
saving throw.
Get banned.
And I'm gonna give advantage to Voka.
It's going on the banned list for the next campaign.
Is it? You're allowed to have it. You're allowed to have it, Ron.
15. What was the DC?
All right, so 16.
15. So he goes down to one knee. Like goes down to
so
prone.
he'll basically on his turn he's prone. He can't do anything. He's prone.
Okay.
And I'll use the silvery barb advantage. I'll give that to Voka.
Question on
and then
on the command, can he use bonus actions?
With let me see what if that's the command. I guess it would be. Well, Grovel says the target has the prone condition and ends its turn. So he literally just on his turn, he drops to the ground and he's done.
Done. I got it. Okay.
Yeah.
So basically, he doesn't act. He doesn't do the action until his turn. So boom.
Yeah.
Because I want to make
Yeah.
sure that because he has bonus actions he could use instead if it was just removing.
Yeah,
action.
I mean it's basically the way it's worded, right? Is
Got
it's
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. This guy runs this far. This guy gets this far. The drow that is to the far west is going to make an attack at disadvantage on Voka. 12 plus 7, 19.
Just hits.
Okay. The 5 plus 4, 9 points of piercing damage. Make a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution saving throw.
Yes.
15 plus 3 is 18.
You
yes.
are not poisoned. Okay.
Fuck yeah.
And the one that is close to is going to fire at Orgoth. Actually, he's going to fire at North. Missing with a 3. And the one. Oh, I saw that.
I was
Oh no,
something.
That was
happened.
scary.
Oh god.
I don't know what that was, but that was scary.
Oh god.
I like this. I like this a lot.
The one that's on North pulls his short sword and rolls a 14 to hit them,
Bitch.
missing. And the one to the north runs in between. That's only run to the side so he doesn't get like, they're still kind of, actually he probably like 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Disadvantage on, didn't see where Laphus went. Going to fire at Orgoth. Disadvantage 4 plus 7, 11 misses. Okay. Yeah. Going all the way down. The male executioner goes down to his knee and ends his turn. The female one, the heads on a bonus action, the severed heads on the belt of the woman suddenly fly off and begin flying in a circle. And actually pulls up one head. And throws it, and suddenly it flies to. Let me see. There's no attack. It just happens. The head flies to Voka, and begins biting Voka. And it attaches, like it bites onto your arm and attaches, doing 5 points of piercing damage.
Ouchie.
Okay. And then she moves closer, looking at the time. She moves to engage Orgoth in battle and makes 2 axe attacks. That is a 27 for the first attack.
Oh, that hits.
And a 23 for the second attack.
That also hits.
Okay. Good roll. 16 points slashing damage plus 4 points necrotic, and the second attack does 8 plus 5, 13 slashing and 4 necrotic.
Woo! Alrighty.
And she ends her turn. And the head is just kind of on top of Voka.
Waka waka waka.
Waka waka waka. Okay, that happened. Voka, your turn.
Okay, so I'm going to start my turn by moving right here. And I'm going to do my scary circle again, except I'm not going to broadcast it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I am going to cast Where is it? Oh, I'm not far enough down in my list. Where is it? Where is it? 5th level Circle of Power.
Oh, wow.
An aura radiates from me in a 30-foot emanation for the duration. While in the aura, you and your allies have advantage on saving throws against spells and other magical effects. When the affected creature makes a saving throw against a spell or magical effect, it also allows a save to take only half damage and takes no damage if it succeeds on the save.
Who's affected by this?
Everyone.
Like even like
Oh no, only my allies.
Got it. I was making sure.
Here, yeah.
So what kind of save is this?
Yeah, so everyone is in this.
Okay.
Technically, we don't want to save against that.
Yeah.
No, it's all willing creatures.
Yeah. Okay. Got it. Sorry, I was moving.
Yeah, so
I was
you're
checking
good.
something. So
while in
yeah.
the aura, you and your allies have advantage.
Got
so
it. Excellent.
It's not the other guys.
Sorry. Sorry. I was trying to do something. So awesome.
And it's on saving throws, right?
Yeah, on saving throws against spells.
Okay. Excellent. Anything else, Voka?
No.
Lapis.
All right, I have a puppy here. And...
Oh, puppy.
A pupper.
Gosh.
Look at that button nose.
His breath stinky though. All right, so I am going to, let's see, just making sure that everybody is about, yep, one. Okay.
Nice. Okay.
I'm just seeing if everybody's kind of close to each other, because I want to cast chain lightning.
Okay.
And I want to see if each target must be within 30 feet
Of the next target,
okay.
Or of each other.
Yeah, of the next target.
Got it. Okay.
As long as they're within 30 feet of each other, which is like one, and they all are.
Okay.
So it would be nice if they made dex saves, please.
Okay. The Drow elite warrior to the north rolls a natural 1 on that dex save. The male executioner rolls a 16.
That fails.
The female one rolls a 19 plus a 2, 21.
All right, that does save, but she still takes half.
And then the one that's right against north.
Hi, baby.
Yeah, rolls only a 14.
All right. So
Nice, awesome.
3 failures and 1 success.
Yeah.
It's Drow Electropillar time. Let's go.
Let's see.
Where?
Oh wow, this is really good.
Yeah.
Sorry, I got 3 8s.
Oh shit.
Let's go.
Okay.
Whoop, whoop.
37, 41. All right, that's 50.
50 points, so half of
Yeah,
25.
50.
So let me get to. It's C and D. There's the one on north took damage, right? Okay, so that is
Yes.
50.
It's
So
only
other-
the female executioner who saved. The other ones did not.
Okay.
So while they were all like busy trying to get to Orgoth North and Voka, they don't realize that there is like a small, like a very small little cloud, like a dark cloud above them, and like it's shimmering with like star particle effects as like the lightning like shoots down in the middle of them and like hits each one of them.
The male. He was at disadvantage to that roll anyway. I should roll a disadvantage, but he rolled badly. 50 and 25 for the female one. Okay. Anything else, Lapis?
She's actually going to pull the stupid bell string.
Okay. goes like you just reach over, bong,
Mhm.
bong, bong, and it starts calling out for aid. Gondor calls for aid. Okay, on a
Whoop, whoop.
held action at the end of the round. Let me pull her. Let's see. GM. Rizara appears
Where the fuck is she?
here, on the right where you were actually.
Oh, hi!
Um, looks down.
Ron, these are the cutest little characters.
It's
ever.
from that.
They're
2-minute tabletop. Let's go.
Yeah, they're really awesome.
oh, so cute.
Rizara appears, looking down. It's like, if you will not take off that armor, shall take it from you, and cast a spell. Suddenly, around Orgoth. Orgoth, I'd like you to make a roll a 20-sided for me, please.
Can I counter that?
And does he get advantage
Are
on it
you
because
within
of the circle of
distance?
power?
You can. Oh, okay. This is kind of story related too. I'm gonna say,
If it's story related, then I won't counterspell it.
yeah. It's
But normally I would have.
yes. She would counterspell it back too. If that happened. So let's just say that you try to counterspell it and she counterspells it.
Okay.
Counterspell.
She's out of her reactions, guys. Go!
Get her. Orgoth.
Is it a save or am I
roll a
because
save.
it's an advantage if it's a save if it's a
Yeah.
because of the aura.
Let me look up the spell. I didn't have it up yet.
Okay.
Because it's sort of a special kind of thing.
I rolled a 4 and a 5.
Okay.
By the way.
Okay.
So not good either way.
Yeah.
All bad.
Okay.
Look at the 5.
This is a
4.
9th level spell.
What?
Goes off suddenly around Orgoth. This grid that goes off in a dome around him goes out, kind of encompassing who's close to this, the Executioner and Voka. And it kind of goes out, and suddenly you see, like, on the edges of the grid, like this dome, you see, and the people who are outside the dome can see it because you kind of see it reflected from the outside. And Voka, you're in the dome currently. You see this, and you see this cavern. It's a completely different place. You see this valley in the cavern, and you look down and you see this city that's just full of tall buildings and lights and moving vehicles flying through the air. Suddenly, Orgoth gets pulled into the air, and then suddenly the dome collapses. Boom. Orgoth, you see his body shrink. All of his clothing.
Voka's gonna try and reach out and grab him.
Okay, roll 20-sided for me. And you see him shrink, and his clothing falls to the side. You see his body, the armor, boom, to the ground, fall over. You see his body disappear through the gate spell. And Rizara says, Take it and leave this accursed place.
Voka's gonna, since he's already diving forward to get Orgoth, he's gonna open up his cape, his bag of holding. He's gonna try to swallow the armor.
Okay. So, Orgoth, you found yourself naked. You left all your items and clothing back in Sadash. And you look down, your feet cold on this stone. You see twinkling lights from the stalactites above. But you see kind of strange wires and mechanical things. And you see like what looks to be a trolley kind of going through. And you look and you see a statue of Nevermore standing right next to you. and you look down and you see this technologically advanced city, and you see picnickers looking around. It's like, ah! Scared, staring at you.
Mom, why is that man naked?
And in your hand, you have the badges that were attached to the armor. And that's where we're going to stop for the evening.
Ooh.
So all my stuff is
Yep.
back
Mm-hmm.
in a pile,
In a pile.
or whatever.
Yes.
Got it.
Yeah. You left no organic material went through except for the badges.
Crazy.
And I don't know if we want to announce this now or...
Yeah. Because so one of the things, I had my cool wavy background up in the background, because if I don't, you'll see I'm in a whole room full of packing boxes, because we're moving and we're doing it over the summer on a big cross-country trip. So Ron and I will be back. I have every way possible. I don't know how long we'll be gone. So yeah.
So don't try to save Orgoth right away, is what you're saying.
Yeah. Well, you can, but you have his armor. You have his hole.
We have
Yeah.
Orgoth's hole.
You have Orgoth's hole.
Yeah, everything's behind.
Yeah, everything's
Everything's got
behind.
left behind, including the spear and all his stuff.
Yeah.
And he
Yeah.
did the total like Schwarzenegger, like, yo, picnic. He's like, your picnic blanket, give it to me. And he's like to wrap it around his like a
these
picnic
drow
blanket
like
diaper, or
drow
something.
children, like the parents covering up their eyes,
hiding their eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mommy, why is that man naked?
Also,
Yeah. But yeah.
yeah, because
Good.
what I'd like to do, I'm going to announce this now too. Is
Yeah.
Hopefully, like, to get Orgoth back into the campaign, I'm going to run a Daggerheart campaign, little mini series
I love
of
Daggerheart.
Orgoth adventures in the Drowvish city, where Nevermore is from.
Yeah.
That'll be later after Bill has moved cross country. So
Yeah. So yeah, we're
Yeah.
moving all the way across the USA.
Yeah.
Gonna be an East Coaster. Instead
Welcome
of
to
a
the
West
East Coast,
Coaster.
baby.
Welcome to the
Yeah,
correct time
baby.
zone.
I'll be the
That's
only
right.
one here in my time zone.
Yo.
That's right. I'm leaving you. But so yeah, so it'll be a while,
Mhm.
but but I'll be back. I swear. I promise. As much as I can promise.
Cliffhanger after the cliffhanger. Brizara laughs like evilly. Come to me! Come to me! Bring us out of this hellhole! And suddenly, next to you, let me pull that token over.
Next to who?
You.
Oh.
I think it's GM'd right now. Yeah, it's on the GM layer. This spider crawls out from thing and magically grows to a huge size. It's like hisses at you, poison dripping from its fangs.
Oh yeah, she big.
Yeah.
And as this happens, Lapis is going to look at him and just goes, I've seen bigger.
But it'll just be Voka, Lapis, and North next week, and we'll see where it goes from there. So great game, everyone. And we had some
I
great
waved like I
RP.
had my camera on.
Oh.
Shall we do a wrap up?
Let's do a wrap up. I'm kind of like,
Whoop, whoop.
I know. Great job, Ron, especially last week with you being gone. This is Bill. I have been, and in the future will once again be Orgoth, Skullcrusher. Thank you all for joining us. It's very weird for me to be saying this stuff and knowing I'm not going to be here next week, because this is my my therapy that you all pay for by watching us on Twitch somehow. I don't know, or you're a part of. And it's been got crazy like I don't know, almost 3 years or something nuts that this has been a part of my weekly routine. But it's all cool because I'll be back, because I want to be back. And if I don't come back, I don't know what I'll do. So
we'll welcome you back with open arms. So.
And we'll get to try out some Daggerheart or something maybe.
Yeah.
And we'll see what happens. But now I'm going to run naked and free in the Drow Undercity, I guess. I don't know what the hell's going to happen.
Arrested for like police. Woo, 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 woo.
But thank all of you for being such a big part of my life and my weekly routine.
No. We're going to miss you so much. I don't really have anything to say, so I will just bring my camera down so we can be puppy camera time. So let me just
Yay, puppy camera.
Where are you? Oh, baby,
Oh,
hi.
Sleepy. Oh
my God. Oh, doggy, hello. Oh, he's so pretty.
I know he recently got groomed like a week ago.
He looks so. He looks very nice. What a handsome boy.
What a distinguished gentleman.
Oh yeah.
Oh, this is good.
All right. Go ahead.
All right. Hey everyone, this is Jaime. I've been playing North Yadrin Roguelocke. You can find me on Blue Sky and Tumblr at Steelclad Art. Gonna miss you, Bill. I hope you find somewhere quick. And like, if not quick, somewhere good for you that you're gonna like and you're gonna enjoy.
Oh, thanks.
And enjoy the trip as well.
Yeah, you should enjoy it.
It's gonna be a fun time.
Yeah.
Just take your time, and if you can catch us, just like join us in chat. We're gonna be here.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
we're gonna be
should
sightseeing and driving and all kinds of cool stuff. And I'll be on the Discord. Join us on the Discord. Hey, plug for the Discord.
Join us on the Discord. Yeah. Bill's gonna be there.
For the trip.
You should try and go to like haunted, in quotations, places.
Cross country, yeah.
Cross country haunted houses.
Well, I heard that Annabelle is on tour right now.
Hi guys, I'm Mira and I've been playing Voka. And you can find me at Cubed Mangoes anywhere except for TikTok, because right now it's Cubed Mango. Because someone stole my fucking TikTok account. What? I logged in and they took my number and my email and everything. I contacted support and they were like, we really can't do anything about it. And I was like, bull fucking shit. They didn't even do anything with it. They just changed the username and locked me out of my sounds.
Oh.
So if I refollowed anyone with under the name Cube Mango, it's me. I'll have the S back in a month.
And my name...
I don't have anything else to say. Bye.
And my name is Ron Minfrey. You can find me on the socials at Ron88Keys. Please follow us on Blue Sky, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok at Severed Studios. Please give us a follow on our Twitch channel. Few and far between as a production of Severed Studios. Please check out our other shows like Severed Sons and other side quests on Twitch, YouTube, and everywhere you get your podcasts. Links are in our bio and in our show notes. May your problems be few and far between. Bye, y'all.
Bye-bye.